This hour a court has pink-slipped former President Trump's proceeding to stay his tax records from attending to the House of Representatives for a lot of on this we tend to AR joined by NBC News Simply Ice correspondent Pete Canyons. Pete, therefore this is often be a choice from a administrative district court choose here in Washington. Trevor McFadden. This is often be over the long-running fight between Donald Trump associate degreed what was originally the Treasury and later it modified its mind a couple of requests from the House Ways That and Means That Committee to induce the president's taxes. Currently the committee explicit reason for wishing the taxes was to check. However, the authority was auditing the taxes of presidents. As a result of the authority aforementioned, it had a program to mechanically hump so no poor authority person would need to build the choice concerning whether or not the president's taxes were attending to be audited or not. And also the committee aforementioned they wished to appear at that his taxes to check whether or not that was truly operating or not. Mr. Trump and his lawyers systematically aforementioned this can be just an effort ever to embarrass the position the president. It absolutely was a political fishing expedition which the Democrats had aforementioned from nearly the day he was electoral that they wished to check his taxes. Well, these days the choose has thrown the proceeding out, citing a statute, a law elapsed Congress that claims once any of the three tax writing committees in Congress want to check any individual's tax comebacks, the Treasury should flip them over. And quoting from the choice here, choose McFadden says an extended line of Supreme charge needs nice deference to facially valid legislature inquiries. Even the special concern in step with former presidents doesn't alter that outcome, and there is a noteworthy factor at the terribly end of the ruling here. The choose says that if the committee is serious concerning what it aforementioned, that his real motive here is so to raise to understand the IRS's program for auditing presidential tax returns, then the committee can try this while not commercial enterprise Mr. Trump's returns while not creating them public. He says public revelation of another's tax returns may be a grave offense, and previous committee chairmen have wide resisted victimization. This statute to publicize people returns anyone, he says, can see that commercial enterprise confidential tax info of a political rival is that the form of mood that may return to plague the artificer alternative hand. Then again, he says this at the top it would not be right or wise to therefore, however, it's the chairman's right to try to. Therefore Congress has granted him this extraordinary power, and also the courts are loath to second-guess legislature motives or punctually enacted statutes. Therefore, he says, case pink-slipped. Currently, clearly Mr. Trump's lawyers will attractiveness this they need tried everything in their power to do to limit the publication or the turning over of his tax returns. The only therefore failure they've had up to now other before this case was that the tax returns got to a jury in the Big Apple, a broad state jury that was work his company's finances. So this can be another loss for Mr. Trump, doubtless attending to result in an attractiveness